Good evening. It's January 1st, 2017. I want to let you know this is going to be a phenomenal year for those of us that are serious. I made up my mind December 1st, 2016, that I was going to begin to start to get rid of every piece of baggage, every piece of hurt, every piece of failure in my life, every piece of unforgiveness, so that when January 1st, 2017 hit, I could move ahead. It's a verse that I've always focused on in my life and always kept ahead, which is Philippians 4:13. But I just want you to focus on one piece of that verse, which says, I can do all things. In January this month, I want us to focus on this. I can do all things. You can do all things. Take the I out and insert your name. Can do all things. That was for you. Put your name in that purse. Roger can do all things. Once you get that in your mind and once you get that in your head, you can move forward. Remember, this is going to be a great year. This is going to be the time of your life. This is going to be a wonderful time to move forward, heal, forget about the past, and just walk out in destiny and walk out in faith. But all the month of January, get everything in your mind that you've ever wanted to achieve, every goal, every destiny that you thought you had left behind or left back on the porch in the backyard or that you had threw away. I want you to pick it up and I want you to examine it and I want you to focus and I want you to say this one thing every day in January. I want you to look in the mirror and I want you to say, I can do all things. Remember, get that in your spirit. Get that in your mind all the month of January. I can do all things. I went to a barbecue in December and a brother was talking and he said something. He said sometime he would wake up in the morning and look in the mirror and say, I'm not going to hinder myself today. And there were things that in 2016 that you messed up. There were things in 2016 that you couldn't get accomplished. There were things that you couldn't just strive to do, even if you tried to do it your best. Why? Because you were your own hindrance. So in 2017, I want you to get yourself out of the way. And how do we do that? By mentally preparing ourselves. So every day in January, every day you wake up, every time you look in the mirror, every time you turn around, every time you face the obstacle or challenge, I want you to begin to say this: I can do all things. Remember, this is Roger. 2017 is going to be a phenomenal year. 2017 is going to be the year that you wake up and strive and run the race like you never did before. But first in January, this first month, this month of new beginnings, get in your head that I can do all things. Roger can do all things. You can do all things. So whatever it is you plan to accomplish, forget about a New Year's resolutions. Forget about it. Forget about it. This is about making a quality life decision. I can do all things. Say it with me. I can do all things. If you're ready to move forward, give by faith and get ready to move, understanding that you can do all things. Get it in your heart, get it in your mind. You're going to hear from me about once a week. I'm going to be dropping these nuggets of knowledge on you. And those of you that are ready to go, get a daily journal, begin to progress it, and you're going to see your life change. You're going to see some things happen. Why? Because you're going to believe that you can do all things. If you don't get anything else out of this message, understand this, that you can do all things. It's January 1st, 2017, starting off the first day right. I can do all things. Those of you that want to go with me, get it in your mind that we're moving forward. We're not taking no for an answer. No doesn't mean right now. It just means it's just delayed. No does not mean stop. No means I pick myself up, I dust myself off, and I try again. Why? Because I can do all things. Good night.